Okay, Rogue Trader, last time we dealt with some Drukari, like pirate ships and stuff. We had to deal with a ton of them, so we did that and somehow survived. We explored Odonathus 11 and found a spy that was sent there by Voigtbeer, and we got some profit from him because he was sent there to like dig up dirt on Winter Scale, and now he's helping train our soldiers. I don't know if that's honestly for the best, but I think it was because he did help us, and he didn't have anything like demon worship on him, so I don't know. Anyway, we did that. We also found an Eldari ship that was blown up sadly. Everyone inside was dead, so Yurlia is not happy, but we found some stuff in it. And we did some development stuff here. Kiava Gamma has a thing going on where everyone is trying to, that has like a connection to the warp, is trying to go into a data sleep and do math in their dreams, which is kind of hurting productivity. But we're like, go ahead, and we'll also send Yurlia to get Eldari help with that as well, which I think was pretty good because we got two things from it instead of one. Janus, we're just starting another project, and Dargonus has something, so. Lord Captain, we have received a report from Dargonus, some common folk from the now ruined Siopene. How would I say that? Scipione? 84-249 have succumbed to the heresy of defiance, forming into gangs known as the Engine Vandals. They now ride across the waste on wasteland-adapted cleaning Goliaths. They have declared themselves, outside the law, raiding the hive's outskirts, only to escape retribution in the toxic wastelands. Bereft of the grace of shelter behind the walls of the blessed hives, they are willing to do anything to prolong their fleeting lives under the open sky. They curse your lordship's apparent cruelty. I didn't choose that. I just wanted screening. I didn't want to murder them all. That was not my choice. Rumor has it that the Foreman clan in charge of debris removal in the ruins of Siopene associates with these vandals. We could pass on your words to the renegades via the Foreman, or force them to disclose the locations of the rebels' nomadic camps. What is this Foreman clan? It is a union of workers and technomats who used to serve on the lower levels of Siopene. Small-scale shift bosses, useful common folk who have proved their worth with diligent labor and valuable knowledge. Of course, they rank much lower than the esteemed merchants, to say nothing of the aristocrats, but the common folk heed their kin, and the foremen have both the authority and the ability to manage them. The Siopans keep to themselves, but the foremen have not shown any signs of disloyalty. They were the first to volunteer to return to the ruins of Siopene 84-249 and start clearing the rubble. They are certainly useful and well accustomed to praising the Emperor through their labor. Moreover, their grief at the loss of their home and the resilience with which they have borne it have made them heroes and martyrs in the eyes of other commoners. How do they survive in the wastelands, and why do they reject my rule? It is a rather uncomfortable way of life, your lordship. They are always on the run from acid rains and hurricanes, keeping a decent distance from the hives if they do not plan on raiding at the moment. They get their food from abandoned outposts, paying it with the lives of those killed by autonomous security systems. Water and promethium are rationed very strictly. They live by marauding, occasionally hunting, and plundering sometimes their own kin, and sometimes the outskirts of the hives. They are a tribe of degenerates and barbarians that is rapidly developing its own clan culture. The civilized residents of the hive shoot the scum at any chance they get. I wish to hear what my advisors say. If the engine vandals have managed to tame the ancient machine spirits, then that means there are technomats or even tech priests among their ranks. That renders them negotiable. It would be efficient to utilize such renegades instead of disposing of them. A promise of reward for every piece of technology found in the wastelands of Dargonis and return to the dynasty will ensure their obedience and tractability. I do agree with that. I feel like using people instead of killing them is for the benefit of everyone. Because everyone gets to live and the planet gets to be happy and get cool stuff. So, if you wish to exterminate them, Elentok, do not waste your time on hunting them down. Instead, deceive them into destroying each other. I like to do that too. Tempt them with a prize, a weapon, or a trophy that they can fight over. After the Monkai are finished slicing each other up for the right to obtain it, your warriors will finish the deed. This tactic often proves effective against your kind. The aristocrats of Dargonis despise them, but are also secretly afraid of them, correct? Renegades who can invoke such fear, I wonder. Had there been such exiles in my house, would their presence have curbed the ambitions of my brothers and sisters? Would they have supported me in case of conflict? Oh, I am scheming and conspiring right now, am I not? Bravo, Lady Cassia. Do not be ashamed of the unique abilities bestowed upon you by your heritage. They are your birthright. The web teaches to look for the enemy's vulnerability and what drives them. If the enemy is compelled to seek sustenance by attacking your demesne, prepare a trap full of poisoned gifts. Let them eat and drink to their heart's content. The poison will weaken them, and then you will strike. That's also smart, too. So we do Pascals, we get a wasteland generator, mechanisms, but loosen profit. What do these do? Torpedo tubes doing 5 to 19. Really? That doesn't seem right. So you're telling me a generator shoots warheads. Okay. If I do Lady Cassia's, where we help them and give the aristocrats a real threat that'll keep them in their place, we get security and leader of the engine bundles, so I get one more movement. I don't care about that. We will do as Cabela says, lay down bait and poison them, get complacency, and a death cult power blade. Two-handed. I don't know how that compares to what she has on her, but interesting. If we follow Yurliet's advice and spread rumors so they kill each other, we get a complacency and a two-handed ancient sword. Nothing special about it, just a little more powerful, I think. I do like a mechanism. That would help because I'm low now. I'll do that. Pascal, draft a message to the Omniscian renegades. Let them serve the acquisition of knowledge. May the lost be found again. That's crazy. I don't get how a generator is for torpedoes. We're frozen. 1 second, sorry. It does this sometimes. There we go. The former servants and serfs of the Omnissiah that are now a part of the Engine Vandals were glad to actively collaborate and redeem themselves in the eyes of the Deus Machinus. The common folk did not dare condemn this pact, fearing the menacing priests clad in scarlet. Alright. Hive raids became a rare occurrence. Expeditions are returning from the wastelands with relics that were once lost to the vast plains. The Four-Men clan then delivers these relics straight to the dynasty's coffers. I mean, I'll take it. Should I end the purge and get some people? I feel like I should. Because I need it for so many things here. I'll do it for genetic mercy. The genetic purges will be stopped. This world needs working hands. What do I need? Need people. Yeah, I need people. Alright, chart. And now we are going into Neos Chartitus. Also, I need to go in inventory and get rid of some items because I have so many. Old shield, yeah. Abelard, get rid of these. I'm actually gonna have you have 2 different types of weapons. So you'll have a 2-handed weapon and a shield and a sword, probably. Where was it? What's this? Yeah, so right now you have 95% parry. This will make it 100. You do not get as much armor deflection though, or armor. So honestly, keep what you have. That's crazy. Armor deflection 4. Deflection against range. Nope. Weapons. What sword do you want? And while I'm looking here, I can put some weapons away. This can go to cargo. I need to use this probably. Same with these, can go to cargo. Don't need these shredder shotguns when I got this shotgun. Don't need sniper rifles when we have all these going. So 18 and 23. So this one's better so far. Yep, so this one's just overall better, so I'll get rid of this one. These can go. Yeah, when I have this acid spitter, this weapon can go. Got stub revolver, foe hammer, retribution. Regular foe hammer, get out of here. Don't need this sword when we got like power swords and stuff now. Case in point, there. So I'll put this here for now. So with this sword right now, we got 10, 14, 20%, and just regular sword. Gotta remember the numbers. 10, 14, and 20. Can push. More damage for each one near me. That's better so far. It has an extra attack an extra attack action that will increase damage. And it has some good armor penetration. Inflicts disturb. That's actually good. This can probably go. We already have a spinner blade. So with this Mars sword. And yeah. What about these? Five strength, 100. Whenever it falls unconscious, gains bonus to damage dealt until end of combat. Or if adjacent to an enemy at the end of the Overseer's turn, the Overseer gains resolve. Because these are both for Mastiffs. That's for a Servo Skull Swarm. Interesting. I can't tell till I get these, I feel like. So I'll wait to chuck those out. Honestly, I never use grenades, which is sad. But yeah. What do you got? Lord of Xenos and chance against Xenos, or just do that and every 10 stacks deals 7 damage to all enemies. Yeah. I don't care about that. That doesn't matter anymore. These are mid. That's terrible. No one has that so far, so honestly might chuck that soon. I think my thing is a I don't know if my thing is a plasma or not. That's just better. We'll see if it is. Alright. Sorry about all that. Just have to go through that sometime. Phlogiston and adamantium we need both, so I'll probably grab both. I'll take some. Okay. The tiny colony is buried in an enormous yawning pit, the edges of its civilian structures barely visible even from the shuttle. Explore the surface. The settlement was destroyed when the ground swelled up under it. The forlorn bones of the dead colonists are strewn amid the rubble. On the edge of the crater, the scouts discover a tunnel entrance. Apparently there was an explosion in the cavities beneath the town, whose unsuspecting people fell instantly into the chasm that opened as a result. Near the escaping maw is a shuttle overturned and blackened by the blast, forever motionless. Investigate the tunnel. Deep beneath the rubble, the scouts uncovered the remains of warehouses, depots, and a veritable maze of suspicious tunnels gated with airlocks. Judging by the flattened containers with half-efficated markings, the impressively vast subterranean city belonged to a smuggling syndicate. Got that. Cyber Mastiff gains weapon skill and strength and deals more damage, and attacks of opportunity against the apprehended target always cancel its movement. Investigate the shuttle. Lying next to the shuttle are empty bomb containers and corpses clad in characteristic armor. The void craft belonged to the Adeptus Arbitus. Surviving records show that the arbitrators were who planted the explosives and collapsed the tunnels on top of their dwellers. Searching through the papers, you find the demolition plans. The arbitrators knew that detonating the tunnels would bury the colony, but prioritized eliminating the criminals over preserving the lives of ordinary settlers. The documents also include a map of the Corona's expanse containing encrypted data. It appears that the arbitrators were aware of another smuggler's cache, but in a different system. So we're just killing people now. Awesome. One plasteel, please. That's not worth it. Oh. I'll risk it. A trickle of disturbing news came from the Navigator's sanctum over the last few days. Allegedly, there is a vast shadow following the void ship through the depths of the Sea of Souls. Mere hours before emerging in real space, the vessel shuddered. An unidentified leviathan had emerged from the roiling warp, wrapped its tentacles around the ship, and started squeezing, trying to crack the hull like an egg. Trust the Navigator. The ship's navigator engaged the warp monster in invisible combat by giving orders from the Sanctum Navis. By following the Astronomicon's guiding light and struggling against the mighty alien will at the same time. The guide managed to pry the void ship from the nightmarish creature's grasp and execute an emergency translation to real space, with minimal losses among the crew and new insights into the nature of warp entities. I know I was insight. Okay. Navigator's insight is the resource by exploring. Okay, so that's the thing at the bottom. The navigator of the flagship uses it to build new warp routes as well as make it more stable and safe in as much as it is possible. Doesn't say what happens when you run out though. Doesn't explain that. Nice. It worked out fine. Let's go to Labella's heart. What's that? Scrap boxes consumed for 50 scrap. Okay. Sarah. I don't remember that planet. I haven't been here before, so I don't know what this is for. That's odd. Maybe it's a planet I can put into my colony management. That'll be good. A lava world. Amid the lifeless rocks and lava lakes, the ship's augurs have detected something resembling buildings. There is something off with their outlines, but their presence in and of itself suggests there may be some valuables to uncover among the ruins. Okay. The scouts are able to discern Imperium symbols on the buildings, deformed and fused together by high temperatures. The ore mining structures tell a sad story. Centuries ago, the planet and all its riches perished beneath the radiance of the system's expanding sun. That sucks. I'll do it. We need it from. And here we are at Thasera, a feudal world. Solutio Extremis. Nothing special, just okay. Back we go, I guess. Let's go here, I guess. Oh. Lord Captain, we have visitors on the bridge seeking an audience. Your presence is requested. Who is on my ship? Or is it people from the crew? At least we're not doing a fight. I'm happy with that. Excuse me, sorry. Hello. Who are you? Middle left. Why aren't you clapping? Are you the one that's wanting to talk? Members of your crew have made a request to allow them to proclaim their most profound devotion to the Lord Captain personally, young man. There he is. Your Highness, gracious Lord Captain, please let me speak on behalf of the whole crew and everyone and express our gratitude to you, officially, so to speak. The kind of leader you are, the way you treat people is now known in every corner of the expanse, from football to the poorest, dirtiest, most unremarkable planet. All praise your dedication to the human spirit and goodwill. Let's go, yeah, because you guys are what makes everything run. Everyone wants to serve under your command. There's no end to the volunteers. So the other day when we were clearing out an abandoned sector for new living quarters, we found a forgotten vault right in the bilge of the ship, literally beneath our feet. Well, it turned out the vault had some centuries-old weapons in there. They look a bit odd, but they're powerful for sure. The good tech priests helped with the assembly and consecration of the weapons, and now you can strike down your enemies with even greater might. Your lordship, apart from the weapons, the crew has sent one more find to the bridge as a token of its eternal gratitude. A most ancient mechanism with which our tech priests have dubbed the Celestium Observatorum. Alas, its machine spirit refuses to heed their rites, which makes the device more symbolic and aesthetic than practical in purpose. Do you wish to see it? Sure. Ooh. Oh, it looks like a... Is that just me, or does it look like, you know, those old... Yeah, it is. So, like, you know, how old sailors had those things with the rings on them? I forget what it's called exactly, but you would just hold it up to the stars and measure the stars, and you could tell, like, distance and stuff. The Celestium Observatorum looms over the deck with the spirit of this... While the spirit of this ancient mechanism has gone silent forever, the words intricately inscribed on its frames can still serve as a source of resolve. A keen gaze sunders the darkness abloom with deceit and reduces all corruption to ash. Really cool. Good job, guys. Thank you. That's awesome. We got this thing too. The imposing armillary sphere is designed to show the positions of celestial bodies within the current system. That's new as well.
To what do I owe this visit?
Nothing. I'll see if I can get stuff. I've gotten a lot of profits, so I should be able to get stuff from people. Let's talk with this guy first. I can get all of it. And a familiar maintenance station upgrade kit too. This upgrade kit permanently improves the Rogue Trader's familiar maintenance stations. When applied to any of them, both are improved. That's new. Okay. And then about the rest. Oh, other ones. I gotta remember it's 2 above this one. The Drusians don't have anything for me because I don't have enough with them, but I get a power axe. If the wearer is the overseer, their first overseer is free. Arc rifle again. Those are always good. Casbilica. Each time the wearer spends 10 stack of tactical advantage, they gain +1 resolve. That'd be good for either Argenta or what's the other one? There's 2 with that. Oh, Jay. Jay would also like that. Hex rifle. I'm gonna guess that's a Drukari weapon. Toxin, pretty good damage. When this shot hits, it poisons the target with a viral toxin for 3 rounds if the enemy fails a toughness resistance test. So it'll cause toxin and then also another toxin, from the sounds of it. A glaive. If the wearer inflicts the bleeding, burning, or toxin effect on the target, this target gets an additional +2 stacks on this effect. That would be amazing for Pascal. Whenever the wearer kills a target with a single ranged attack for the first time in combat, the wearer immediately makes an additional attack. Interesting. Dark Lance. You just do a straight line. 20 to 28 damage, 60% armor penetration. I need strength to wield it, which sucks, but otherwise... Dang, one shot, you gotta reload. That's insane. While wearing this, while the wearer has less than 50% wounds, their dodge and melee critical hit chance are increased by +8%, and +10 dodge if the agility is more than 50. And Psyker Breastplate reduces the chance of triggering psychic phenomena or at perils of the warp manifests. The wearer gains an additional +1 psi rating until end of combat. 2 deflection if the willpower is more than 50. That might be good on Heinrichs if I can get him heavy armor. I don't know if I can or not. Nothing with you guys, and we got tons of stuff here. Awesome. Alrighty. We got this now. Provides 90% with a 20% critical hit chance. That's just better. So these can both go now. Short range 4 doing 27 each. Yeah, I'm just gonna not use that one. Actually, I can use it on the Styges instead. There you go. Long range doing 33 each. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm not replacing these, so add the cargo. There's this flak and another one. Allows to do 22 in a 3x3 area, so... Nope. Short range on 4 to 21. No. I'm keeping that on. Installed power shield generator. I'm just confused with why I haven't been able to launch these if I have them on me. Is there an option? Or do I just have to have no torpedoes for that to work? Let me double check quickly. How to use assault interceptors on Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader. Sorry, Fury Intercessors. It keeps wanting to pull up the tabletop for some reason. Above your missiles that let you swap to intercessors. Okay, so I guess there's an option I just didn't see. We'll see you next time. Okay. Nothing new here, right? With all of that, we're gonna go back to exploring. Sorry, that took a minute. I guess there's an arrow where I can swap between torpedoes and that. Yep, I've reached the edge. Anyway, Silvanacus. Uh-oh. Well, we can test it. Got some fuel. Looks like Eldari ships. Gas giant. I don't know which is better though, to have torpedoes that just one-shot people or have little ships go around that can do some good damage and take some shots. For me. I'll deal with you last. Civilized world. Idix. Idix is a planet of no particular note. However, the small station suspended in its orbit sends a distress call to your ship. The man in the hurried Vox transmission introduces himself as the planet's governor and asks for the rogue trader's assistance in a delicate matter. He promises to supply the details in a private Vox communication. Study records concerning the planet. It appears Idix recently suffered a major coup. One of the noble families seized power and made outcasts of the former dynasty. Such plots are not uncommon, although notably Idix has become less prosperous under new government. Sure, if you try to attack me, I'll kill you. The governor transmitting... Sorry, 1 second. Transmitting on your personal Vox frequencies whispers that IDEX's current authorities are not who they claim to be. There has been an uprising on the planet, and a heretical sect has seized control. The governor pleads with you to launch an immediate strike on the governmental palace with their top tier obliterated. The new authorities will be unable to hold on to power. Strike the palace, strike the station. Well, it said they were under a coup, and this guy just confirmed it. Yes, suffered a coup. One of the families seized power and made outcasts of the former dynasty. Made outcasts. Put them in the station above the planet. Oh. Okay, small station suspended in orbit is the distress call, and he says he's the governor, and he talks to me about it. I don't know who to trust. Suffered a coup, seized power, made outcasts of the former dynasty. Oh, okay, so they're up in orbit. So I'll shoot the palace. Whoever was the planet's official ruler has been reduced to less than servo skull metal. The governor on the station sends you his tearful thanks along with his generous gifts, which is heretic stuff. Are we serious? I don't like that. Why did you give me heretic stuff? Oh no. Did I make a wrong choice? Do I shoot the station too? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say he just gave me what I shot up. We leave it behind. I don't know if I made a good choice there or not. Alright, let's go kill some Eldari. Oh yeah, I have a escort now. Don't do that, that's not nice. Don't shoot me. He shoots a torpedo, that's nice. As long as that torpedo's smart, it can one-shot that thing for me. Okay, yeah, I see that arrow. How do I expand? There you go. Interesting. Huh. Okay, well, I can't do this. I don't want to do a torpedo because there's already a torpedo out there. So I'm going to set you on fire. Good luck with that, bro. Then I am going to do which one is this? Fury launchers. I want the bombers. Launch those guys here. We got that guy, so I'll deal with these guys on our rear. laser you. Yeah, so that thing can shoot all around me, which is amazing. And then jump so I can starboard shoot you. Yeah, there you go. And we're gonna bolster the shields on the left side. And then we're gonna get bombers. Gotta be right next to him. It's useful having a friend now that can take some bullets from me. Probably gonna do that. Shoot him yet, but I can loop around here. They're not that tough, they just have a lot of like extra health because of their little mirage things. And then I will overload your shields to be very... Oh wait, yeah, you don't even have shields. You just have your mirage. You're about to get bombed. Nice. It feels nice. And we're blowing up the torpedoes. Okay. Go for you in the back. I feel like it. You seem like you're almost trying to run away, which I don't want that. Come back and have some fun time. We're gonna set fire to you. Nice. Gonna loop around, try to get this guy. I trust in Billy Bob over here to do the job. Viper Quest for. Oh, gets him just barely. And then jump. So you can hit him with that. Yes, sir. And then I'm gonna put my shields from my butt because he's right behind me. And then stop. These guys are gonna go here. I feel like he's gonna ignore him and go for me, but we'll see. Or he's just not gonna do anything. Let's make a U-turn. And then, can I move my shields to the front? And then, turn. Yeah, my bombers are coming back for refueling. Good. Get him! Does he only shoot out torpedoes? I'm gonna jump. And then I'm gonna launch these guys out. Shoot if I can. I don't think I can. Ooh, I can with this. And then I'm gonna set fire. And shields are already in the front. Gotta wait for my ships to return. Very good. Yeah, he can only shoot torpedoes, I think. Which is honestly okay. If he picks his targets wisely. Of course. If I just... Ooh. Yeah. And then... laser him. Laser him. And then... have at you. Yeah.
Absorption potential
Nice.
exceeded. Void shield is non-functional.
Oh, I already got one of those. Alright. I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. Next time we will go and we're not going to the one system yet because I don't want to progress the story and then something bad happens. Might go here. There's something special here, right? Yeah, something of that sort. Can I chart a course? No. Yes, I can. I'm gonna do that next time. I'm gonna jump to here and then just try to make my way there. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy the series so far. And you have a nice day. Peace.